Hi, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Okay, so in class we discuss about release strategy, right? So Maltesh will discuss this your issue after this release strategy procedure. Okay. So I think in our previous class we discussed or we created characteristics, right? Like that we create 3 characteristics: document types, plant and value. And in that characteristics we link or we assigned our created configurations with standard components. These are the standard components and these are the configurations which we maintain. Please mute yourself. Okay, then now I am going to create PO class and I am going to assign all these characteristics into PO class. I will go with IMG. Materials management, purchasing, purchase order, release procedure for purchase order, and click on edit class. Click on edit class. Here class I will give RPL dash PO class. Then class type 032. 032 release strategy. Okay, then click on create, and here PO class for release strategy for company code RPL. Status is released, and here no need to change anything here. Then go to characteristics. Here RPL dash document types. Then okay, it is not type, document type, not types. Then RPL dash plant, RPL dash value. So 3 characteristics I assigned under this PO class. Okay, save this. Next, define release procedure for purchase order. Define release procedure for purchase order. T code is OMGS. Click on that, and here double click on release group. See, here we are having so many, one release group already there, but we don't have release group here. I need to delete this. Okay, so I'll select the existing release group and I'm going to delete it. Click on delete and save. And click on new entry. So after saving, click on new entry, and here I need to give group. I'll give group as RP and class RPL dash PO class. Just we created the PO class. The same PO class we need to assign here. Okay, then PO class release strategy for company code RPL. Enter. Save. Now come back and double click on release codes. Group has been created. Release codes. new entry, group RP, and code I'll give P1, and for P1 is for finance manager. RP again, P2 purchase manager. RP P3, and here I'll give plant manager. Enter and save. Now the group and code has been created. Come back and double click on release indicator, and here we are having two release indicator which is maintained by the system. B, it is not approved, that is the reason it is blocked, it is not released. R is stands for release, it is approved and it is released. We are going to use this release ID or release code or release indicator. I am not going to create releasing indicator here. If you want to create, you can create by clicking new entry. You can give 1 for blocked and 2 for release, like that you can create. Save here, no changes here, sorry, no changes. Come back and double click on release strategy. Come back here, double click on release strategy and click on new entries. Release group RP, release code P1, that is finance manager, and release code I will give P1 here. Okay, then click on release prerequisites. No changes here, just click on continue. Once you click on prerequisites, you will get screen like this. Click on continue. Then click on release statuses. As we saw before, this release indicator, right? P1, this finance manager is not approved, so that's the reason PO is blocked, and if he approve, then it will get released. That's the reason I told you to not to create the release indicator. System will pick the indicator automatically because it is a system defined. The system will take the release indicator automatically according to the requirements. Okay. If you want, you can change here, but no changes here. Okay, click on continue, and classification, go to classification. Order type, in our previous step we assigned the order types. So or underscore NB is my order type, that is document type. Enter, select that, ended. Plant, again press F4. Two plants is there, RP P1 and RP P2. Select both plant and enter. And total value for this finance manager, I will give first one 1000 above and 1 lakh below. Okay, come back, save this. Now click on release simulation. Release simulation. See, the code has been generated, right? Close as code has been generated. You need to check, come in, check here, the code is generated or not. So it is generated, final release P1. Enter. Okay, click on next entry. We'll create another release codes and group RP and P2 purchase manager, P1 and P2. Okay, so here I am giving two release codes. click on release prerequisites, and here we are having two authority to approve the purchase order. So biggest or higher authority is P2. So I'm going to select P2, continue. Release statuses. So in first stage, P1, P2 both not approved, so it is blocked. In second stage, P1 is approved, but P2 is not approved, so again it is blocked. And in third stage, both has approved, so it is get released. Continue. Then classification, order type, again I need to select this R_R_NB, sorry. Plant, I need to select both plant, RP_P1 and RP_P2. And total value for second level I will give 1 lakh above and 2 lakh below. Okay. Come back and save. Now go to release simulation. See, two codes has been generated, right? You need to come here and check whether release code has created or not. Okay, click on next entry because we are having 3 authority. So I need to create 3 release codes, RP and P3 plant manager. P1, P2 and P3. P1, P2 and P3. Okay, click on release prerequisites, and here I need to select P3. Continue. Click on release statuses. See, we are getting output like this. First stage P1, P2, P3 not approved, so blocked. Second stage P2 approved, but P1, P3 is not approved, again blocked. Third stage P1 has approved, P2, P3 not approved, again blocked. And in fourth stage P1 and P3 approved, but again blocked. And in fifth stage P1, P2 approved, but again blocked. And last stage all 3 approved, so it get released. In this way we can maintain the configurations, because all purchase order should come through all our higher authority. Then only they get the after that approval that get released to vendor. Okay, in that way we need to maintain the configurations. Although P3 is a final approval or the highest approval. So here in fourth level he approved, but again it is blocked because the P2 has not approved, right? P2 has not approved. That's the reason we block the purchase order here. Although he is a higher authority, but the concept of release is all purchase orders should come through these 3 authority, or these 3 person need to approve the purchase order, then only it will get released. Okay, continue. Go to classification, order type, R_NB, plant, RP_P1 and RP_P2, and value I will select 2 lakh above. Enter, come back and save. Then go to release simulation and see these are the 3 codes has been generated. Release codes has been generated. Save this. Okay, this is the end of configuration. So now I need to check this configuration into purchase order. So no assignment is there because for document types and plants we assign the release codes and release strategy, right? So no need to assign it to vendor and all these things. No need to assign it to vendor. So I will go with easy access. Release codes will be maintained for document types level, and plant level. It's not for vendor level. Okay, so that's the reason no assignment is required to maintain for vendor. I'll go with easy access, and I'll go with logistics, materials management, purchasing, purchase order, create, ME21, and vendor or supplying plant node. You should remember you need to assign your own document type here, because we maintain the configurations for our document types only. It is not applicable for this standard PO document type. We maintain for R_NB document type. That's it. It will not be applicable for other document types. R-NB I need to select. Purchase organization RPPO and R01. Vendor, you can select any vendor here. So I will select this vendor. Material, I'll select this material. Quantity, say I'll take some more quantity, like I'll take 250 quantity. Delivery date 26/2022, net price 1000 rupees, 1000 into 250, 2,50,000, right? Then 3 approvals is required. I'll show that one. Okay, material group RPLMG, plant RPP1, storage location RM. Okay, click on press enter and click on check. Click on check. We'll get the warning message like this. Don't worry about all these things. Click on check and go to header level. See here, release strategy. If my configuration is correct, I can able to see the tab like this. Go to there or click on release strategy. You will find these 3 higher authorities like finance manager, purchase manager, and plant manager. Fine. As a end user, they can post the entry here. But they cannot do any approvals, or they cannot release the purchase order. Okay. So what I'll do, I'm going to save this and I'll go with Migo. There is no error in this. Okay, this is my PO number 455-00005, right? Okay, I'll copy this purchase order number. Okay, I'll go with Migo. Easy access, logistics, materials management, inventory management, goods receipt for purchase order, Migo_GR, GR for purchase order. Goods receipt, purchase order, and I need to input purchase order number here. Enter. See here, we are getting message purchase document 455-00005 not yet released. We cannot post GR because it is not released. As a end user in real time, they cannot release the purchase order. As I told you, they cannot release the purchase order, but here for our practice purpose we can release the purchase order. For that I'll go with purchasing tab again. Then instead of creating, we are having another option called release. Go to release. We are having 2 T codes or 2 options to release the purchase order. Either I can go with ME29N or I can use T code ME28. First I'll go ME29N. So again we'll see the similar screen like purchase order. But here we can have the option to release the PO. See here, release, right? Release the PO option. If you click on this release button, see it will get release. See, affected, release affected with release code P1. Then again click on this and click on this release code. Okay, then you can save this, or else I'm not going to save this. I'll come out without saving and I'll go with ME28. Sorry, here you can come here and you can release the purchase order. Either one of this T code you can use. I'll go with ME28 again, and here release code RP is my release. Sorry, RP1 is my release code. Then my group is RP, right? Then remaining thing, do not change anything here. After this, just click on execute. We will get output like this. So this is a release strategy. This is my purchase order number. This is my document type, and this is a vendor, right? So I need to select this purchase order number. Then click on release button here. See, the color has changed to green. Then save. Again, P2 RP. Execute. Then release here. This is a purchase order number. Click on release and save. And P3 and RP. Execute. Select purchase order. We are having option to release and save. Release plus save button. F7 is there. Okay, it will get released and as well as it will get saved. Now this purchase order I can post the GR. For this purchase order I can post the goods receipt. I'll go to goods receipt. Migo, T code is Migo, and I'll input all the details again. Enter. Select item OK. Click on check. See, we are getting some error like this. The posting period only possible in period 2022 to 2022-1. What does this mean? What it means? We can able to maintain the GR in February month and January month. March is not yet maintained. Okay, to solve this error, so in our previous class, hope you remember, we discussed about maintain company codes for materials management. That is a T code OMS file. There we maintain posting period, right? The company code is RPL. So this is my company code. For that, year is 2022 and period is 22. That is, it will allow up to February month. March is not there, right? That's the reason we are not getting, or we are not able to post the entries in March month. We need to change, but here we cannot do changes. If I am going to change here, what will happen? See, I am going to give 3. So system will give an information like this. The company code RPL can no longer be initialized. So I am not going to change here anything. In order to change posting period, need to come to another T code called MMPB. And here it will come like this. There I need to input my company code, this is RPL, and in date I am going to mention 1/3/2022. Check, and I need to select check and close period. Means this option for this company code background need to check and close the period, means February month need to close and March month need to open. At the time of creation of these configurations, I told you this is month end activities. Every month I need to come here and I need to maintain this configuration. Okay, now I am going to execute this. Okay, see, we are getting message like this: company code RPL converted, period closing, complete, log issue. Okay, now I'll come to Migo again. Okay, click on check and click on post. Okay, we are getting one message like this: maintain account determination table T030B for posting key AG3. Hope you remember at the time of pricing procedure we assign one accounting key AG3, that is for insurance, right? It is telling that GL account is not maintained, means ledger is not maintained for this AG3. At the time of creation of pricing procedure, I mentioned, or I told, accounting key is to link the transactions which happens in to FI. Means FI people is going to link the ledger to the accounting key. Okay, here I need to solve this issue. I need to go to T code OBYC. Later we will discuss that one. First I will go with OBYC T code. OBYC, and here see, this is a transaction AG3, right? Double click on AG3 and input chart of account. This is my INT1 is my chart of account. Enter. Okay, so click on save here, no changes here, click on save just, and here I need to assign the account. Need to check whether there is any ledger is there regarding insurance kind of expenses. We will check that one. These are the ledgers which we copied from standard file at the beginning. I'll search any insurance related ledger is there or not. Insurance. No. So let me check by manually. Or else I will go with another T code. There is a T code to find the ledgers. FS00. FS00 is for general ledger view. Profit and loss account. Date is not there. Liquid fund account is there. Investment. No, it is not related to expenses. P&L account I will check. Other taxes, external procurement, other taxes, other expenses. If I check, travel expenses, loan trip cost. Advertisement. Yes, I can use this one. Other expenses, financial transactions. I will use that one because there is no ledger related to insurance. If you are facing this kind of error, you can come here. You can search the ledger. If you are having the ledger in the name of other income, also you can take, because this is not our work to create the ledger. So what I can do is I can select the related or suitable, or not exactly suitable, or related ledgers I can select here. So what I will do, I am going to select this one, 479-1000. I will come to OBYC 479-1000, right? Yes, 479-1000. Enter. Okay, posting key is not defined. Okay, click on posting key. First I will delete this. Go to posting key. This is not related to you people. Don't worry, all these things. Posting key, you're not able to understand if I'm telling you what is posting key. Is related to debit and credit transactions related. Save this. Don't worry, you will not get this kind of errors. Then here if you are getting error like this, go to OBYC. Okay, then go to posting key, save this. So I'll come from the beginning and show that one. I'm not going to save here. Go to OBYC, and here AG3 is my transaction. I'll double click on AG3 and input chart of account. How to get the chart of account? Okay, go to OBYC, sorry, OBY6 to get the global parameters. Global parameters, like as we discussed, chart of accounts, fiscal year, right? So all these things copied to our company code. If you want to see that one, go to OBY6, then assigning accounting key or GL account in OBYC. Assigning accounting keys for AG3 transaction. Okay, so first I'll go with OBYC and I'll input the chart of account INT1, and here it will ask for posting key. Don't worry about all these things, just debit posting key 40, credit posting key 50. Just assign these two things, click on save, then click on accounts. Here you need to assign the account, like other expenses, or like insurance expenses. Like if you are getting the insurance expenses, don't worry, and straight away assign that. Or else if you are not getting the insurance expenses, sorry, then assign other expenses account. Save this. Okay, now I'll come to Migo. Click on check. Okay, document is okay. Now click on post. Finally, this document got posted. Okay, so this is all about the release strategy. Fine, Maltesh, you are having some doubts, right? You can ask me. So tolerance, sorry, I'm not able to hear. Tolerance key, what is the tolerance key? PE, SE or VP, like that? Which one? VP, right. If you double click on that tolerance key error, if you double click on that error, you will get a small screen like that. There you can click on define tolerance key, and or else I'll show that path. Here I'll come to maybe I'll check with purchase order. Okay, set tolerance limit for price variance. T code is OMCU. So this is where we can here I think tolerance VP is there or not. Yeah, it is here. We are not getting VP. Or else I come to logistics verification. Incoming invoice. Okay, here also this OM_R6 is there. You can come here also and set tolerance limit. Here, yes, VP is there. You can select VP from any standard company code, then click on copy and change the company code and save. That's it. Do not change anything here. Okay. I'll show that one if it is copied to RPL or not. Check RPL. Yes. For this RPL, this look like this. Okay, you need to copy and you need to input your company code. That's it. So after that, you can come to GR and post the GR. Fine, this is all about release strategy. I think let me check which are all chapters we completed in purchasing. The pricing is completed, then output determination completed, terms of payments completed. Fine, everything document has also completed, release strategy completed. Okay, next chapter will move to next level, external services management. External services management. So here what we do, we are going to purchase services instead of material. Instead of material, we are going to purchase services. So what kind of services? Services which is not comes under company's payroll. Services which is not comes under company's payroll. Say example, security services. Means I am looking for some security to secure my company or plant. Then I am looking for security services. These services which is not comes under our payroll. There is a third party agency is there. They are going to provide all these kind of services, right? Then housekeeping. To clean my premises, I require some housekeeping services. Okay, this is also not comes under company's payroll. And services, second type of services is services which is not regular. Services which is not regular, like painting services. We usually paint our premises once in a 5 year or maybe once in 2-3 years, like that, right? Painting services. And machine maintenance services. Machine maintenance, right? So these two services, or maybe many other services also, we are not going to use it for regular basis, right? And here some services which is not comes under company's payroll. So there is a third party agency is there. They are going to provide the services, or they are going to supply the services. Okay, so these are kind of services. Right here, security services. Say example, I want some 10 security guards. In 5 minutes, that's it. Some 10 security guards I require to maintain, or I require to secure my premises, right? So for each security guard I am ready to pay 15,000 as a salary. So what I will do, I am going to pay 15,000 into 10. Total is 1,50,000 to that agency. They are going to take care of distributing the salary, right? This is not my work. So my bill is get raised for 1,50,000. I am going to pay that much amount to vendor, he is going to take care of the distribution of that salary to the security guards. So if I want to purchase 10 security guards, I am ready to pay 15,000 as salary for them. So what I need to do? I need to purchase the services from other vendor or third party agency. They are going to supply the services. Here company payroll will not maintain. Company payroll will not maintain. So whenever I am going to purchase the material, whenever we purchase the material, the process is as follows. Usually our requirement will be maintained in purchase order, right? So the amount of quantity I require, on which date we require, which location we require, where do we want to store, all these details we are going to maintain in purchase order. That is our requirement, right? Purchase order we are going to post it to vendor, right? Vendor is going to deliver the material according to our requirement. Then in our system we are going to show it as goods receipt. Goods receipt, right? This is the normal procedure, or when you are purchasing the material or physical material, right? Purchase order. Okay, so after GR means goods receipt, two documents is going to generate, right? Two document is going to generate. So number one, finance document. Here we can see total purchased values. So this is a value, right? This is total value. So this is for services. If I am going to purchase a material, then we are getting the value, right? The quantity into price, that is value. Say 100 quantity and 1000 rupees. Total is equals 1 lakh rupees, right? This value is going to finance department. And second document is document. Document. Here we can see total purchased quantity. The quantity will come to department. This quantity will go to department, right? So whenever I used to purchase the material, the two documents after GR, two documents will get generated. One is finance document, where we can see the value, and in document we can see the quantity, right? But here we are not purchasing the material. Here we are not purchasing the material. So GR is not possible, right? GR is not possible. So whenever services purchased, okay, the process will be, we are going to maintain it in purchase order, right? Purchase order. The purchase order will get sent to vendor. Then vendor is going to deliver the services, but no GR is there, because we are not receiving the material, we are receiving the services, but GR is not possible, right? Then if you are not posting the GR, then two document will not be created, get created. If it is not created, then the value will not get posted to finance department, or the services what we purchase, the quantity will not come to department. Here majorly the value should go to finance department, because if they don't have any output, they cannot pay the money to vendor, right? So that's the reason it's very important that value should go to finance department. But instead of that, instead of GR, if you are purchasing the material, then GR is there. If you are not purchasing the material, or if you are purchasing the services, then there will be service entry sheet. Service entry sheet will be there. So instead of GR, if you are purchasing the material, then go with GR. If you are not purchasing the material, if you are purchasing the services, then go with service entry sheet. Okay, here what are all configurations I need to maintain? Okay, first one, configurations wise only 2 configurations I need to maintain here. So first one is I need to mention the service category. Define service category. Define service category. So what is service category? I need to tell that what kind of service I am purchasing. Whether I am purchasing manpower service, right? So the services which is not comes under payroll is one kind of manpower services. We are taking the services from man or human, right? So this is what we call the manpower services. And services which is not regular is called as other services. Other services. Here I need to mention what kind of service I am purchasing. Okay, whether it is a manpower related services or other kind of services. Okay, then here also I need to maintain the number ranges. Number ranges need to maintain. Hope you remember at the time of creation of material we created the number ranges. In the same way for services also I need to maintain the number ranges. These 2 configurations need to maintain in services. Then end user. What they do? End users need to create cost element. What is cost element? See here, as I told you, I need to maintain the service entry sheet, right? I need to maintain the service entry sheet, but how to maintain service entry sheet and what are the requirements or prerequisites to maintain the service entry sheet? So I need to tell my system that all my purchase order should come through cost center. So what is cost center? Cost center is nothing but a department, right? Nothing but department. The salary and all these things will be taken care by HR department, right? So here I can create HR or admin department. Okay, the salary and services expenses will be maintained by some department. That is what we call as cost center. So here I need to maintain cost center. Means whenever I purchase any services, then that should go to cost center. Then cost element. Cost elements is nothing but ledger. Ledgers means what kind of expenses I am maintaining. So here 417000 ledger is there. So is copied from 4300 at the time of or at the beginning. Hope you remember on that level we copied some parameters. On that parameter this GLs has also copied. The cost elements, that is what we call as cost element. That is a creation. Okay, then creation of cost center. Then service master like that material master, we need to create service master, then purchase order, then service entry sheet. Okay, so these things we'll discuss tomorrow. Till now, bye. Till then, bye. Good night.